some areas quite difficult and probably a good idea not to go out.
Very good advice, Robert. Thank you very much.
Carol's had a very busy morning today. Carol, this is your final one for us, but I know you'll be working throughout the morning as well. So, what news can you bring us?
Well, it still is snowing. It's not snowing absolutely everywhere, but I've got some lovely Weather Watchers pictures to show you. I know that sometimes the snow can be beautiful to look at as well as being disruptive. This is Anglesey at the moment. Lovely shot of Brighton as well. So thank you for your pictures. The Met Office has 2 areas today under the amber. Be prepared for disruption due to the snow.
Really odd weather today. It's sunny, but it's also snowing.
Our second year, I think we've just got so much to look forward to. By the 3rd year, I think, you know, we will class it as being settled and feeling like we're at home.
So I just got out of the shower, looked out the window, and it's really, really snowing out there. Check it out.
So we looked at it, and no, we hadn't found them. Realising the labs had disappeared, John decides they need to...
Hello, it is Tuesday the 27th of February 2018. So, I'm still feeling good today. I'm actually feeling much better today and yesterday than I have been for a long time, probably even before I stopped this medication. So, I don't know if it's really anything to do with stopping the medication that I feel better. I think that might just be a coincidence. And I think what's really made me feel better is moving around more when I was away at the beach, and then moving around using the trolley tray, even though I didn't want to, and even though it's causing me a lot of pain in my hip and this horrible sort of nerve compression feeling in my hip. It's also just making me feel a lot more alert and human, and less like my brain is just in some sort of fog. So I think not moving around can really contribute to the sort of cognitive issues that you get, like brain fog, memory loss and stuff like that. Almost as if when you don't move around, your brain starts to atrophy as well as your muscles. That's the best explanation I can think of at the moment. And the other thing is that since going away, I mentioned a couple of things that my mum does to my friend, and sort of thought about it and reflected on it, and I realised that although she's like obviously verbally abusive and sort of screams at me, that's not actually the worst thing that she does. That's just the most noticeable thing that she does. And I started reading about narcissistic mothers, and suddenly it just clicked, that's her. And there's all these different techniques that narcissistic people use to sort of manipulate people and get attention, and I can think of perfect examples of every single one of those that she's done. And I just got out a notebook and I just started writing down examples of things that she does that relate to these sort of narcissistic traits, and that's her all over. So whenever I felt like I was going mad and stuff like that, it was her. She was manipulating me, and it was only by recording her and having actual evidence and then going away and reflecting on it without her there that I came to realise this, because I don't want to take up too much time in my daily video logs with that. I've got other stuff to be doing today. So what I'm doing today is meeting up with the author who wrote this children's story that I'm illustrating for my master's course at university. So what I've done is I've started a new sketchbook, and I started this before I went away to the beach, and I've done some more work on it recently, and I've essentially split the story into different sections that I think go with different scenes, different illustrations or images, and then I've drawn rough sketches of images that came to mind that I think would sort of help illustrate that part of the story. So basically I've got a big sketchbook full of pencil sketches, which are linked to the sort of parts of the story that I've written in that correspond to the illustrations, and my idea is to show all of these to the author, get her feedback on them, and then hopefully do neater versions of the images, and then I can also make changes and things like that without having to go through and redo a finished image, because I'd like to do them all using traditional media, which means that when you've done an image you've got to then go and redo the entire thing from scratch if you want to change something, unlike when you do digital art. So she's coming over this afternoon and I'm a bit nervous, but I'm also really looking forward to getting her feedback and being able to move forward with that project and getting to some more drawing work. And then aside from that, my computer decided to die. The new one that I got from the Disabled Students Service, it just suddenly turned off and wouldn't turn back on, and I've lost everything that's on there. Luckily I backed up a lot of stuff, so I've not been able to use my normal video editing software to edit my last few videos at the beach, and I've just had to chop them together really roughly, so sorry about that. But the company is coming to pick up the computer today and give me a loan one. Speaking of deliveries, I also got this parcel in the post from a very good friend who I've been speaking to a lot more recently. So I thought I'd open it up now and see what's in there. I'm not sure what it is, it's a surprise. This is exciting. Some really beautiful shoes, let me just show you. How pretty are they? I almost feel like they're too nice for me. It's a really lovely present, thank you. It's really nice to get things like shoes and clothes as a gift, because it's the sort of thing that I'd never buy myself. I feel like I almost feel like I don't deserve those kind of nice things. So it means a lot to me, and that's really brightened up my day. I'm going to end up with a shoe collection like a normal female. So I'm just going to go get a cup of tea and some lunch before my author friend gets here, and then we're going to go through these drawings I've done. Bye bye for now. So I'm just washing the shells that I found at the beach this weekend. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'm definitely going to use them for some craft project. This is my favourite one, and I found this on the Pebble Beach in that little fishing village. But there are lots of other good ones in here too.
If Rob didn't vote Australia, obviously I'd be upset, because I think this week, you know, it has had a positive effect. But if he chooses the UK, I guess I'll just have to try and work on it a bit more. And I will.